Hi, I am doing some deck collection videos because I'm just kind of trying to sort through my collection, and I had a lot of my black and white decks separated out from everything else, and so I'm just kind of doing some videos about my black and white tarot collection, and this is part 2 of my deck collection that's black and white. I'm going to start with the Sacred Web Tarot Deck and Guidebook. This is a Harper 1 deck, and I have not had this for a super long time. This is the box. Those are the card backs. And this is the first edition of the deck, and it came out in 2022. So I just thought, I got it. I didn't play with it a lot right at first. And I think it's really pretty. It's one of those decks that has pops of color, because at first I was like, oh, do I need another black and white deck? And then I kept debating about that, but I already had it. And I thought, oh, it's so pretty. And there's color, but it's predominantly black and white. And I guess I could have separated out all the black and white decks with no color. But I'm just showing you kind of everything at once. And I keep this in my black and white deck pile, even though it has some color in it. I think it's kind of beautiful. And it's a mass market deck. I tried to put it back in order. I don't know how the first cards got out of order. But it's kind of unique, and I think it's pretty cool. Like, fun. And it's again one of those decks that goes with a ton of stuff. And I like having decks that go with a ton of stuff. I think that card is so pretty. And some of the backgrounds are black and some are white, and they just have little pops of color. Love that whale card. And pretty new. It's less than a year old, so, or maybe it's around a year old. So it's pretty easy to find still. You just get it on any type of place that sells mass market decks. Isn't this pretty? Source of Fire, Seer of Fire. Quite attractive deck. And it is by Jamie Boo Brown, illustrated by James Brown Ivy, and it's got a nice thick guidebook. So this would be a great deck for somebody just starting out if they wanted this kind of look. All right, that is the Sacred Web Tarot Guidebook. And I'm going to show you, I think I'll show you an oracle deck. This is the Hollow Valley deck of symbols. This deck has a white background. It's by Erin Elise. And Erin also has a tarot card, or a tarot deck. Excuse me. And this comes with a guidebook explaining what everything means, but it's also pretty intuitive. Skull, caring, sun, fish, knot, poison, river, forest, spark, dismemberment, moth, tower, shell, net, spine, metamorphosis, cave, rose thorn, vessel, star. This is an indie deck, and I'll just kind of show you, I was going to show you a few pairings in this video, so I'll show you what this one looks like with the Sacred Web. And go ahead and shuffle it now because I'm not trying to keep it in order anymore. And we'll just have a look. I won't shuffle it a lot. All right. But you can see how fun this is to get. I probably better put them up. Okay, how fun this is together. Actually, that's kind of tall, so we'll just go like that. You can see more of the cards that way. But I think it goes really nicely. I think these are fun together. And again, you can take almost any of your black and white decks and pair them, and you can pair your black and white decks pretty easily with decks that have some color in them too. I don't think I have any decks that have color out here. I mean, pops of color, but nothing that, you know. Maybe I'll show you towards the end of the video something with color in it too, and you can see how well the black and white pairs with that. Anyway, this is Air, Bird, and Wands. Or 4 of Wands, I should have said. And again, I love that 10 of Cups card. It's just so great. And then they have just a variety of colors. So that is the Hollow Valley deck of symbols with the Sacred Web Tarot, which is the mass market deck. Okay. And kind of fun. Ah, I made a mess. Okay. Next, I will show you the Crystal Oracle, which is a mass market oracle deck. And this is a crystal deck, so it has crystals in it. So it is quite attractive, and it honestly goes with everything. But it's kind of black and white-ish. It does have some crystals that are color, but most of them are pretty, it's more black and clear than it is black and white, I guess. But fun deck. And boy, can you use it with a lot of stuff. Dawn Michelle's had this on her channel before. And then next I'll show you Tarot of the Sorceress, which is a mass market deck. It's got a nice guidebook there. And it is black and white with some gold. Yeah, I thought I put it back in order, but I don't know. I must not have. I know it's weird. I thought I did. Maybe I used it since I did. I'm trying to put everything back in order so it's easy to see. But anyway, this one's not back in order. But I think this is a cool deck, and it's black and white. It's been out for, I don't know, a year or two. It's mass market. It's by Rockpool. Isn't that beautiful? And it's based on the Witch's Wheel of the Year. And she's from Australia, so, or she lives in Australia, down in the southern part. All right, and I will show you this with the Oracle deck. So this is the Crystal Oracle, which is also mass market by Rachel Charman. And it is also a rock pool deck, so it kind of makes sense that they go well together. So, and you know, they kind of have about the, they're slightly glossy, almost kind of that satiny look. And so they look really nice together. So again, kind of that sense of being able to pair these decks with a lot of different things. Anyway, I thought they looked nice together just now. But I also feel like I could just pick up any of my black and white decks practically and have them look great together. Or most of the time you can. I suppose every once in a while you get something that doesn't really work, but mostly they look great. Oh, and these are the backs of the Crystal Oracle. And there's not a ton of cards. I can't remember how many cards are in the Crystal Oracle, but it's a decent amount. 33. Which doesn't sound like that much, but in that deck it just sort of works. And it just so easy to pair with things. All right, got the Hollow Valley book back. Sometimes I get so many decks out, but it takes me forever to put them back. Okay, I'll show you another Oracle deck. Okay, this is Mystique Misfits, and we've had this for a few years. This was funny because I had got my daughter-in-law the Boo Tarot, and then she was over here, it was a year or two ago. They live in Hawaii, and she saw this deck. She was like, oh, next time you get me a deck, get me that one. So she won't watch this, but I think for Christmas I'll probably get her this deck. Medusa, Death, Unicorn, the Mute, Soil. I absolutely love this deck. Mirror, Tome, Seer, and if you've been in Don Michelle's group, you've probably seen me use this. Lovers, Sun, Observer, Star, Fairy, Bird, and I will link Don Michelle's monthly medicine and Facebook group down below. She does a lot of cool things. Mermaid, Devil, Pumpkin, Spider. This is a great spooky season deck. Potion, Spore, Ghost. I use it all year, but Witch, I love it. I love this kind of artwork. Moon, Fortune, Fool, Rose, Protector, Gallows, Gift, Traveler, Bat. All right, anyway, and then this is the little guidebook that comes with it. It's got little bindings, and there's a bunch of editions of this deck floating around. Okay, next I'll show you a tarot, the Tenebrae Tarot. And I've shown this on my deck before, on my video. video channel before. Sometimes I get mixed up with what I'm saying and what I'm doing. And I really enjoy this deck. I was so excited to get this one. I love the art in this. This is more of an RWS based deck than, it's by Pixel Occult, so some of their decks are Toth based and this one is more RWS based. But I love the art in it. I think it's so cool. And I love that it's black and white. I love all of their decks. I think I have them all. And I was like super excited when I got this one. You know what I don't have? I don't have one of the brand new ones that has different colored borders. It has red borders, but I don't have that one. All right, let's pair this with, oh, I'll just use the Mystic Misfits. Let's see what they look like together. Oh, they look great together. I mean, I guess I could have probably guessed that, but anyway. Because black and white decks are so easy to pair. The art style definitely vibes well together. Even though this is kind of cutesy and this is kind of more on the dark side, it still works really well together. Very fun. This deck goes with a ton. Pair it with almost anything, you know, with that darker vibe, and it goes well. Okay, I really like this. All right. This is the Technobrae Tarot and the Mystic Misfits. And that is a win. All right. Next, I'll show you the Nomad Tarot. This is an indie deck. There's the backs. I love this deck. This is a beautiful deck, I think. I got really excited when I first saw it because of the shells. I try and put these things back in order, and then somehow the cards at the front always get messed up. I don't know why that is. To me, this one's just stunning. It was not expensive when I bought this. It's fairly reasonably priced, especially for an indie deck. And the cardstock is so great. It's just lovely cardstock. And I just think it's so simple and beautiful, but it's perfect. Like, it's just a deck that so nice to use. And I love the water, because the shells are so nice. I think they're beautiful. And feathers, airs. Feathers are the air sign, or swords. And the feathers are pretty simple. And then earth is crystals. Which another great choice. Great choices. This deck just works. Love it. Love pairing it with stuff. Think it's beautiful. All right. That is the Nomad Tarot, and it comes with a little book. That's the book. And I think the book I had to get separately. I can't remember. Oh, maybe, I don't remember. I think I might have got it separately. All right. All right. Next we have the Obsidian Oracle by Megan Bucera. And the guidebook is written by someone else, Trish Sullivan. So this one you can use the guidebook or you can read this deck intuitively. But it's cool because it combines different objects, plants, things in nature. And it also has some cards that are not combined. So I'll just show you the card. This is a beautiful deck. New Moon, Beetle and Selenite. It's kind of hard to read probably on a video, so I'll just read them to you. Birch Forest, Cactus, Canary and Aquamarine, The Universe, Strata, String of Pearls and Feather, Snake and Lemongrass, Clear Quartz and Eucalyptus, Venus Flytrap, Cicada and Blue Appetite, Cat and Moon, Fairy Wren and Smoky Quartz, Snail and Bloodroot, the Blue Moon, a Blood Moon, Blue Tit and Tourmaline, Spanish Luna and Rose Quartz, Waning Crescent Moon, Spoonbill and Labradorite, Crane and Sage, Cuttlefish and Sand Dollar, Peacock and Blue Lace Agate, Pink Coral and Fish, Red-Winged Blackbird, Salmon and Tangerine Quartz, and then I will show you the rest when I'll pair it with something. Next, I'm just going to show you the Naked Heart Tarot. This is black and white with pops of color. And I don't remember which edition this was, but there's been so many editions of this deck. These are the insides. The box really nice. And it's still available. It just changes editions sometimes. And this has a white background. And I really like this deck. I've had this one for a long time. I think it's just really pretty. It is kind of stark, which I like. And it pairs well with things. I'll show it, maybe I'll show it to you with the Obsidian Oracle. And this has been around long enough. It's just one of those decks. Everybody's probably seen it, but I'll show you a few cards. Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Star. I think it's a beautiful deck. The Moon, the Sun, and it came like as part of a kit when I originally got it. I think I got it just like off something like Amazon or something. I think it might be indie though. I don't remember. But I think it's maybe indie actually and sold on places like Amazon. It's a Jillian White deck. And I bet there's probably at least 5 editions of this, I think. And I only actually have 1 edition of it. Just gonna kind of go through it here. Isn't that a cool 5 of Cups? 8 of Cups with the bear, movement of cups, 2 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords, 9 of Swords, Spirit of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. And the cardstock on this is really, it definitely feels like an indie deck. 9 of Pentacles, Innocence, of Pentacles. Okay, so let's pair this and see how it looks with the Obsidian Oracle Black Edition. And this is my first time trying this. It's quite a contrast. So I like it, but it is pretty stark contrast here. Spirit of Wands, Barn Swallow, Heart of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Nasturtium, Spirit of Pentacles, Innocence of Wands, Mushroom and Acorn, yep. Nine of Pentacles, Innocence of Wands, Mockingbird and Sunstone, Six of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Leaf Insect, Six of Pentacles. The more I play with it, the more I like it. I'll just kind of flip through it. I think it looks quite pretty, actually. And it's kind of fun to have something really black with some really white backgrounds too. Because then if there's color, you really notice the color. Especially if it's in more than one card. Okay, Brutal Ten of Swords in this deck. I forgot to warn people. Bunny and Bubbles, Innocence of Swords and the Sun. Butterfly and Honeysuckle with the Moon and Movement of Swords. Full Moon with the Star and Heart of Swords. The Tower, Woodpecker and Log, and Six of Swords. The Devil, the Crow and White Candle, and the Seven of Swords. So that's kind of fun. All right. That is the Naked Heart Tarot and the Obsidian Oracle together. Oh, and the Naked Heart, these are the backs. Those just gorgeous. I think the backs are amazing. And these are the backs of the Obsidian Oracle. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's night here, so I'm outside just filming. But anyway, and I had to turn on the lights. It's after work. They have an Aurora Borealis, and then they have an eye in the middle. But beautiful. This is a really beautiful deck. And it is an indie deck. But it was not expensive at all. All right.